One of the most important questions for all freelance designers is how can I make sure I have a client waiting for me the next month? Hey guys, it's Arno. I'm a freelance designer helping you take your freelancing to the next level. One of the most important factors of being a freelance designer is making sure that you have enough clients waiting for you the next month so you can make ends meet, or just simply so you can run your business. I'm going to show you 10 tips so you can make sure that you have a client waiting for you the next month. So I just want to preface this video by saying that every designer has their own way of doing this and everyone has something that's worked for them personally. I've met designers that have had ways of getting clients that work for them that would never work for me. And so I just want to let you know that it's okay to try out a few ideas or even all of them before you get settled on one and you use it as your main way to get clients. So the first way that I would recommend is one that I've already shared on my channel and my last video actually. It's that you should ask your family members or your friends if they have any design work or if they have any connections that need any design work, because that way you have a close-knit community and you can just go from there. So another way of getting clients that works for me but wasn't the one that I used when I first got started was to ask your current clients to recommend you to other coworkers or to other companies that they know of that they might need other design work. This is currently working for me the best, and I use my reputation with my current clients to lead me into another project and to then settle me for the next month. Now personally, this is the best method because you don't need to do any sort of work. All you have to do is make sure that your clients are fully satisfied and just your work will speak for itself. If you always have good work, then clients will come and you will always have a certain amount of work waiting for you. The third tip would be to let yourself be visible through SEO or through writing blogs. You should have a blog on your website or on Medium or even on LinkedIn. Write about things that can increase sales for customers, write about ways that their revenue can be increased, write about ways that they can gain retention. Give people reasons to trust you. That'll always catch the right people's attention and it can even lead to a new client. Personally, I haven't tried this yet. It's one that I'm looking to do in the near future, so give that one a try if you see it fit for your personality. Another tip is one that you might already know. I would recommend getting on freelancer websites such as Upwork. That's how I got started, and I know that you might be thinking that that's for low-rated designers, that's for cheap designers, but personally I know a lot of people that charge upwards of $100 per hour on there. So if you can make it work for you, if you can be the king of that freelancer website, for example for Upwork, of that one niche of creating websites, and you can charge a lot of money there, then stick to that one. Even if you start on a website like Upwork, you can then take those clients outside of Upwork and work with them separately. That way you don't get the 20% fee that Upwork charges you. Fifth would be to keep your Dribble and your Behance on point, keep it on check, make sure that it's always updated with new projects, with trendy topics and trendy projects. Make sure that what you're posting is something that clients may like if they see it, and make sure it's easy to contact you when they see it. 6 would be networking in person. If you can attend a real life event, then I would recommend doing so. Right now it's a bit difficult because of the current situation in the world, but when that's done with, I'm gonna make sure to do that as much as I can, meet as many people as I can, bring my business cards, shake people's hands, let them know who I am and my personality, which is something that they can't see if I send them a cold email, for example. That way I can have a deeper connection with someone when I meet them, and it can actually lead into a proper sale or into a client. Similarly, you could go into co-working spaces and you can then work from there for a little bit and talk to everyone around there, because there you will find like-minded people like entrepreneurs or other freelancers, and that can lead you into some work. You can talk to current founders, maybe they might need some quick work, or sometimes even bigger companies hire entire co-working spaces and they might actually need some design as well. So my 8th tip would be to join online groups like Facebook or LinkedIn. Not only should you join the freelancer groups, but you should also join the groups that you're niched down in. So for example, if I'm doing logo for gardening companies, that I want to attend as many gardening groups as I can and post about my services there. Try not to be too spammy. I know a lot of people don't like this method, but it's definitely worked for me in the past. The 9th tip would be to market your portfolio on social media, on Instagram, on Twitter if you can. Post about as much as you can, give as many tags, and even post on your regular account if you don't have a designated design account, for example. It doesn't really matter. The more people that see it, the better, and that can actually lead you into some sales. My last tip is a hard one, but one that works very well for a lot of people, which is cold calling and cold emailing. I personally don't use this method, but it works for a lot of people. It's a good way of letting people know who you are. If you just email them, or if you DM them on Instagram or on Facebook, and you tell them why their current logo or their current website could need some work. As I said, this works for a lot of people, but it doesn't really work for me, so I try to stay away from it, and I try to rely on my word of mouth and my current clients to set me up with new projects. So you may be asking yourself, do I need to do all of these to find a client within the next month? And I would say definitely not, but you do want to try as many as you can, given that the more you try and the more you try to actively do some outreach and try to market yourself, the more likely you are to get a new client. So once you finally get that client but need to send them a proposal, I recommend watching this video to find out how you can use Bonsai to do just that for absolutely free. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video and you gained any value, leave a like down below and do consider subscribing if you haven't already. Thanks guys, I'll see you in the next video.